Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video, guys, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, yes, guys, you heard that right. Today, in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn something new, something different, something dynamic in JavaScript. Okay, and guys, today in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn some of the important JavaScript array operations. Okay, yes, guys, you heard that right. Today, in this video, in this tutorial, we are going to learn some of the important JavaScript array operations. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. So guys, these are the operations we are going to learn in this video, in this tutorial in JavaScript. Okay, and here I have given the heading also, JavaScript array operations. Okay, and here is the first things we are going to learn. So we will learn how to find the max element of the array. We will also learn how to find the min element of the array, and these are the aggregation operations. Okay, some of the element we will find the average of the element of the array as well. We will find the sum of even numbers of the array. We will find the sum of odd numbers of the array, and these are the filtering operations of the array. We will find the even numbers of the array. We will find the odd numbers of the array, and these are the counting operations of the array. We will count the even numbers of the array. We will count the odd numbers of the array. We will also learn how to remove the duplicate element from the array and many more. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn and let's become master in JavaScript array operations with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, if you aspire to become a great and dynamic JavaScript developer, React, Angular, or Vue developer in coming future, and guys, if you are new to JavaScript and if you are learning JavaScript in 2026, then guys, this video is definitely for you. You should definitely watch this entire video very carefully and very patiently as well, because guys, okay, being a beginners, guys, it is very important, it is very crucial to learn and to know all these JavaScript array operations. Okay, so guys, in this video, in this tutorial, I'll explain you all these JavaScript array operations if you are new to JavaScript and if you are learning JavaScript in 2026. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn and let's dive into the coding, and let's know all these important and crucial JavaScript array operations with me, ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn. Okay, but guys, before starting the video, I would like to request you all, guys, please guys, subscribe now my this channel Code with ER, and please guys, okay, to press the bell icon also so that you will be notified, and please guys, okay, don't forget to share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups as well. Okay, and please guys, okay, don't forget to like this video also, which will give me the confidence and motivation to create awesome videos. Okay, so guys, please guys, I'm going to trust you, I'm going to count on you that you will subscribe now my this channel Code with ER. You will share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups as well, and you will like this video as well. Okay, so guys, now let's get started and let's learn all these important JavaScript array operations with me, ER Prabhat Pandit, in this single video. Okay, so guys, I'm going to use here the Sublime Text. Guys, you are free to use the IDE of your choice. Okay, so I'll just create here the new file first. I'll just say here JS array, okay, array ops.html. Just save the file, hit save. Let me just create here the HTML file first. So HTML, give here code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, let me just go to the example just to copy the CDN link from there only. So copy this example, I mean the CDN link from here, and paste it below the title tag. So paste it here. Let me just create here one div as well. So create a div, give the class as well. I'll just give the container, margin top also I'll give you a 5, margin bottom also I'll give you a 5. I'll give the text center as well. Okay, so close this div now, and div, let me just go to the example just to copy the heading only. So let me just copy this heading from here and let me just paste it here. This is it. Let's just see the file, right click here. Yeah, open in browser. So here it is, JavaScript array operations. Okay, so let me just guys go to the this page. So guys, let me just copy this, okay, comment from here, and let me just create here the script element first. So script, and guys, so let me just cut this out. Okay, and guys, this is the first thing we are going to learn. Okay, so here I've written the comment also for you. You can see here double the every elements in an array. Okay, so guys, you can see here I've written the comment also for you only, double the every elements in an array. Okay, so this is the first operation we are going to learn. Okay guys, this is the first operation we are going to learn. We are going to learn to know, we are going to how to double the every element in an array. Okay, so let me just create here the first I'm going to create here the global array. So I'll just say here const. Okay, const equal to, I'll just say here arr equal to, I'll just create here some array. So 2 4 6 6, I'll just say here 3 3 3, and I just give here 90. I'll give here 0. I'll give here -1 as well, and I'll give here -2 as well. Okay, so guys, this is the global array. Guys, this is the global array. I'm going to create here one function first. Okay, so I'll just say here function. I'll just say here fun. Okay, and I'll just give the array as a parameter of this function. So just give here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to check here if there is array or not. Okay, so I'll just say here arr dot length. Okay, if equal to 0, we will just return the empty array, so that we will not see any issue, any problem in the app. Okay, so this is it. Okay, and now I'll just create here another okay, I'll just say here double element. Okay, double element equal to, I'll just say here blank or the empty array. Okay, and now I'll just use here only for loop. Okay guys, I'm going to use here only for loop. Okay, every time I'll use here only for loop. Okay, so instead of where, I'll say here let. Okay, I'll just give you the initial condition as a 0, and I'll just say here array dot length, and I'll increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, this is it. And now I'll just say here this, okay, double element. So let me just say here dot push. I'm going to push the every element inside this double element array. So let me just copy this arr, and let me just give here I. Okay, and this is it. So let me just say here return, and we will return this double element array, because this is the array now. So now I'm going to always use here console.log. Okay, so I'll just show each and everything inside the console only. I'm not going to create any HTML. So copy this from here, and let me just paste it here. As of now, just save the file and go to the browser. Just go to the developer tools, go to inspect, and go to the console, and just refresh this page now. So here we can see here every element is now doubled. Okay, so it's 2 4. So let me just, okay, now we have to say here multiply by 2. Okay, so this is the every element of the array, and we have multiplied by 2. Okay, so now let me just go to the browser and now refresh this page. So here we can see here is now multiply by 2. So 4 8 10 12 6 6 6 180 0 -2 and -4. Let me just show you the element of the array. So it's 2 4 5 6 3 3. So that's the reason we can see here is 4 8 10 12 6 6 6 180 0 -2 and -4. So this is doing great. Okay, this is doing great. Okay, so now let me just go to the again to this comment, copy this comment, and let me just paste it here. So this is the find the max element in the array. Okay, so guys, you can see here find the max element in the array. I'm going to create here another function. So I'll just say here function. Okay, I can just say here fun. I'll just say here 1. Again I will give the same array. Again I'll give this array, copy this array from here, and let me just paste it here. And again, first of all, I'll check if there is any array or not. Okay, if there is any array or not, so let me just say here arr dot length, if it equal to 0, then we will just say here return the blank or the empty array. This is it. And now again I'll create here I'll always use here for loop. Okay, I'll always use here for loop instead of where. I'll just say here let. Okay, and let me just say here, so let me just give here 1. Okay, and I'll just say here less than array, this array dot length. Okay, so here we are going to find the max element of the array. So guys, let me just create here another var. So I just say here max. Okay, and I'm going to consider, okay, from this array I'll just consider here the first element as the max element. Okay, so guys, let's okay, let's assume the uh, first element of the array to be max element. Okay, max element. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So guys, what I did here, guys, from this array, okay, from this array, I'm going to assume, I'm going to assume that this first element, okay, this first element of this array is the max element. Okay, is the greatest element. Okay, is the max element, is the greatest element, although 90 is the greatest element. Okay, but for this function I'm going to consider this first element as the max element from the array. Okay, so that's so here what so this is what I'm saying here. I've created here one var max. Okay, and I have assigned the very first element from this array. This is 2. Okay, which is this 2. And I'm going to assume that this is the max element. Okay, that this is the max element. Okay, and what I'll do here, I'll just check. Okay, I'll just check here using the if what can I say, the block of code. Okay, I'll just say here. Okay, so we will just check here if, okay, if this arr, okay, if this arr I, okay, is greater than this max. Okay, is greater than this max. Okay, is greater than this max. Okay, then what I'll do here, I'll just assign, okay, I'll just assign this max element, okay, this max element to this max var. Okay, to this max var. Okay, and now I'll just return this max. Okay, so return this max. Okay, so now let me just create here one console as well. So console dot log, and what I'll copy this function from here, and let me just paste it here. As of now, guys, just save the file and have a look in the browser. Okay, so I'm very sorry. Go to the browser and refresh this page. So see, boom, guys, we got here 90 as the max element. Okay, so guys, we got here 90 as the max element. Okay, so let me just create here another max element as a 1000. Save the file and have a look in the browser. So see, here is the 1000 as the max element. Okay, here is the 1000 as the max element. Okay, so let me just say here, I can say here the max element. Okay, save the file and again go to the browser, refresh this page. So here we can see here max element is 1000. Okay, let me just remove this 1000, refresh the page. So here max element is 90. So now I'm going to again copy this third comment from here, and let me just paste it here. Okay, so now we can see here, find the mean element from the array. Okay, so guys, find the mean element from the array. I'm going to create here another function now. So function, I can just say here fun, I'll give you a 2, and I'll give the same array as the parameter of this function. And now again, first of all, I'll check here if there is something in the array or not. So I'll just say here arr dot length. Okay, if equal to 0, if equal to 0, we will just say here return blank or the empty array. Okay, this is it. And again, I'll use the only for loop I'll use here. So for loop. Okay, so let me just now I'll just again create here another var. I'll just say here min, and again I'll consider this array. Again I'll consider this array first element. Okay, this array first element, that is this 2 only. Okay, so let me just put here 0. So let me just copy this comment from here, and let me just paste it here. Let's assume the first element of the array to be min. Okay, min element. Okay, this is it. So now instead of var, I'll just say here let. Okay, and I'm going to initiate the counter from 1. Okay, because you can see here we have assumed that this element is the greatest element. Okay, this element is the greatest element, so we will start the counter from 1, and here also we have started the counter from 1 only, because we have assumed that first element of the array is the greatest element. Okay, so that's why we have started the counter from 1. Okay, and here also we have assumed the same thing, that this is the first element of the array is the minimum element, so we will start the counter, we will start the condition from 1. Okay, we will start the condition from 1. Okay, and now I'll just say here less than array dot length, and I'll just increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, and now again we will check here, if, okay, if this arr I arr I is less than this min value. Okay, is less than this min value. If any element from this array is less than this min value, we will assign that value to min. We will assign that value to min. Copy this and let me just paste it here. Close this, and now we will return this min. Okay, so return this min now. Close this, and now again I'll create here another console dot log, and I'll just say here this function, copy this function from here, and let me just paste it here. Save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we can see the min value as a -2. We can see here the min value as a -2. Okay, so let me just go to the array. You can see here is the min value as a -2. Okay, so here is the min value as a -2. Let's just put here -1000 as well. Save the file and have a look in the browser. Refresh this page. So here is the min value as a -1000. Okay, -1000 is the min value. Let me just remove this. Okay, so let me just say here the min value. Save the file, have a look in the browser. Yeah, so here is the max value, here is the min value, and here is the double the array. Okay, so let me just go to the comment one more time. Let me just copy this fourth comment. Okay, let me just copy this fourth comment from here, and let me just paste it here, and let me just create here another function. So find the sum of the element of the given array. Okay, so guys, I'm going to find the sum of the element of the given array. Okay, I'm going to find the sum of the element of the given array. So I'll just create here one function. I'll just say here fun. So I'll say here 3. I'll give the same array as the parameter to this function. Okay, so let me just say here again I'll check. So I'll just say here arr dot length is equal to 0. Then we will just return the empty or the blank array, so that we won't see any issues in our application, in our app. Okay, so now I'll use here always var, I mean the for loop. So for this is it. So let me just create here another function, I mean the var. So let here I'll just say here sum. Okay, sum equal to, I'll give here 0. As of now, initialize this sum with 0. Okay, so let me just, instead of var, I'll say here let. Okay, and I'll start the counter from 0. This is it, and I'll go minus, I mean less than this array dot length. Okay, and I'll increase the counter every time by 1. And now what I'll do here, I'll just say here say sum. Okay, this sum. Okay, this sum. So sum, I'll use here, I'll use the concatenate plus equal to, and I'll just say here this arr, copy this arr, and let me just iterate all the elements from this array, and now we will return this sum. So let me just create here console dot log, and now let me just copy this function. So let me just say here, so sum of the elements of the given given array. Okay, so array, let's just give you a plus and now paste it. So as of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser. So now refresh this page. So here is the sum of all the elements of the given array is 113. Okay, so let me just to check this if this is correct or not, let me just remove all these elements, and now it's 6 and 5, it's 11. Okay, so just save the file and have a look in the browser. So here it is 11. Okay, so we are getting the same thing. Okay, so let's just control Z now. Okay, this is it. So this is doing great now. Okay, I hope you know what I'm doing here, and it is self-explanatory because I have written here the comment for you also. Okay, so this is it. So now let me just go to the copy this fifth comment from here, and let me just paste it here. So paste it here. Find the sum of the even elements in the array. Okay, so guys, I'm going to find here the sum of the even element of the array. Okay, so guys, now we are going to find the sum of the even element even elements in the array. So guys, find the sum of the even elements in the array. Okay, guys, find the sum of the even elements in the array. We are going to calculate now. So create here one function. I'll just say here func. Okay, and 3 it's 4. I'll give you the same array. Okay, same array, and I'll just check here if array dot length is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to 0, then we will just say here return blank or the empty array. This is it. And now I'll just create here another var. I'll just say here even. Okay, even sum. Okay, equal to, initialize it with 0. So I'll just use here always for loop. So for loop I'll use here also, and instead of var say here let. Okay, and I'll initialize the counter by 0. Okay, or from 0, I can say from 0, and go to less than array dot length, and initialize the counter every time by 1. And first of all, let me just check here. Okay, so I'll just say here this. Okay, arr. Okay, this arri. Okay, we will check here, guys. Okay, if this ampersand, okay, divided by 2, okay, if equal to 0. Okay, if equal to 0, if the remainder is 0, which means the array element is even. Okay, if guys remainder is 0, which means array element is 0. Okay, so now I'll just say here, I'll just copy this, and again I'll just concatenate the this even element from the array. Okay, this even element from the array. So now I'll just return this even sum. So let me just paste it here, save the file, and now I'll just say here console dot log. So close this and copy this, and now let me just say here sum of even elements of the given array is. Save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So here we got here some of the even elements of the given array is 100. Okay, is 100. Let's just verify this. So sum here is the 90. Here is the 90, and 96, and 96, and it's 100, and it's 200, and minus 200, which means 100. Okay, this is doing great. This is doing fine. So this is what we can see here. Sum of even elements of the given array is 100. So now let me just calculate the odd. So copy this. Okay, sixth comment from here, and let me just come here, and let me just paste it here. So let me just define here another function. So function, I'll just say here func. So fifth function I'll define here. So let me just give the same array, and let me just again check if the array is if there is any element in the array or not. Okay, if there is no any single element, we will just return the blank or the empty array. We all know in this way we can't see any issues, any problem in our app. Okay, so now I'll just create here the for loop again. Always I will use here for loop. Okay, and let's just say here let instead of var, and now let me just initialize the counter from 0 or with 0. This is it, less than array dot length. Okay, I'll increase the I mean the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, and again let me just create here another let. Okay, so I'll just say here, I can say here the odd sum and initialize it with 0. Okay, initialize this with 0. Okay, so now inside this for block I'll just again check, I'll just again check ARR the I element, every I element. Okay, every I element I'm going to check. Okay, again using this. Okay, does not equal to 0. Okay, does not equal to 0, which means guys the array element is odd. Okay, if guys, if remainder of this calculation, guys, if remainder of this calculation is not 0, guys, if remainder of this calculation is not 0, which means the array element is odd, which means the array element is odd. Okay, so now what I'll do here, I'll just copy this and I'll just again use here this like in the plus equal to, just to concatenate the odd element from the array. So now I'll just return this odd sum as well. Okay, so let's just close this console dot log, and I'll just okay copy this function func5. Okay, and let me just paste it here, and let me just copy this okay comment from here. In this way we will save a little bit of time. Okay, and just paste it here. So I'll just say here sum of okay odd, sum of odd elements of the given array is this. Save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So see, boom guys, here is the sum of the odd elements of the given array is 13. You can see here sum of the odd elements of the given array is 13. So let me just verify this one more time. Okay, manually. So it's 3. It's 9. Okay, it's 9, and it's 9, and this is the so let me just so it's 13. So okay, yeah, it's so it's 9 and 5. Okay, so 9 5 is 14, and minus 1 and minus 1 is 13. Okay, so this is doing great. So that's the reason we can see here the 13. Okay, some of the odd elements of the given array is 13. Okay, this is doing great. So let me go to the again to copy this okay 7th comment from here, and let me just paste it here. So let me just paste it here. You can see here create an array from the even element from the given array. Okay, you can see here create an array from the even element from the array. Okay guys, create an array from the even element from the array. Okay, so we will be given here one array, and we have to create here the another array from every even element. Okay, from every even element we have to create the new array. Okay, we have to create here the new array. Okay, so let me just create here one function. I can say here func6. I'll give this same array like this. I'm sorry, let's just close this, and again I'll check here if there is anything in the array or not. So array dot length if equal to 0, we will just return blank or the empty array. We can return the 0 as well, no issue at all. So I'll just again use here the for loop. I told you I'll always use here for loop. Okay, so let's just say here let instead of let, I'll just create here another let. Okay, I'll just say here even array. Okay, even array. Okay, let's just initialize it with the blank or the empty array. Okay, this is it, and let me just initialize the counter from 0, and we will go with the length of the array. Okay, so array dot length, and I'll initialize the iteration count every time by 1. This is it, and first of all let me just check here. So check here if okay if this array every element. Okay, if this array every element. Okay, if this array every element. Okay, ampersand divided by 2 equal to 0. Okay, equal to 0, which means the array element is even. Okay, which means the array element is even. Okay, and now what I'll do here, I'll just copy this. Okay, or instead of let's just say here, copy this, and I'll just say here even array. I'll just use here push method to push the every even element. Okay, so copy this even element from here and just paste it here. Okay, this is it. Let me just return the even array from here as well. And now let me just say here console.log, and let me just copy this function and let me just paste it here, save the file and have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So see, boom guys, here is the 2, okay, 4 6 90 0 and minus 2. So let me just verify this manually one more time. So it's here. Okay, 2 4 6 is here, 2 is even, 4 is even, 6 is also even, 90 is also even, and this 0 is also even, and this minus 2 is also even. So that's the reason we can see here 2 4 6 90 0 and minus 2. Okay, this is doing great, this is doing fantastic. Okay, so now let me just again go to this page and copy this comment from here, copy this comment from here, and let me just paste it here. Let me just create here another function very quickly. So I'll just say here func, okay, 7. Okay, so first of all guys, let me just read the comment for you. So it is saying guys, the comment is saying create an array of all the odd elements from the given array. Guys, the comment says that create an array of all the odd elements. Okay guys, comment says that create an array of all the odd elements from the given array. Guys, read this comment very carefully. Create an array of all the odd elements from the given array. Okay, this is it. So they're going to do that now. I'll use this same array. I'll use this same array I showed you. Which array guys I'm talking about? I'm talking about this global array. Okay, this is it. So come down. Again we will check if there is something in the array or not. So if arr dot length equal to 0, if something is there in the array or not, I'll just return the blank or the empty array. This is it. I will again use here the for loop only. So I'll just create here another I'll just say here I can just say here the odd array. Okay, odd array, and I'll just initialize it with the blank or the empty array. Okay, so I'll just, instead of var, I'll use your let. Okay, and I will initialize the counter from 0, and I'll go with the array dot length. So array dot length, and so less than array dot length, and initialize the or increase the counter every time by 1, and we will check here. So again we will use here the if block of code, and we will check here if this array element, okay, if this array element, okay, divided by, okay, divided by 2, okay, does not equal to 0, does not equal to 0, which means the array element is odd. Okay, which means the array element is odd. Okay, which means the array element is odd. So copy this odd array from here, and use your push method to push the odd element. Okay, so let me just paste it here, and now we have to return this odd array. So return this odd array. So let me just paste it here, save the file, and console.log, and now I'll just copy this function from here and just paste it here, save the file and have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So here is the all the element. Okay, here is the new array with all the odd element. Okay, so guys, here is the new array with all the odd element. So the element is 5 3 3 3 minus 1 is 5 3 3 3 minus 1. So here also 5333 minus 1. Okay, so this is the new array with all the elements. Okay, so guys, this is the new array with all the elements. Okay, and let me just copy this, create a unique array from the given array. So create a unique array from the given array. So let me just I'm going to create the unique array from the given array. Okay, so guys, now let me just copy this. So let me just put here some unique element also. So here 2 is there. Let me just put here 2 also to make it okay, like duplicate element, and I'll give you the 6 as well. Okay, so this is let's just put here a 90 as well. Okay, so this is it. So now you can see here, create unique array from the given array. Okay guys, I'm going to create the unique array from the given array. Okay, so let me just create here one function, fun8, and I will use the same array. I'll use this same global array. Okay, I showed you many times. Okay, so now let me just first of all check, okay, if there is something in the array or not. So I'll just say here arr, okay, length equal to 0, equal to 0, which means there's nothing in the array. So we will return the blank or the empty array. So in this way we won't see any issue in our app. Okay, and now I'll use the use for loop always. I'll use always for loop. Okay, so instead of where, I'll use here the let. Okay, and start the counter with 0, go to the less than array dot length, and initialize the iteration count every time by 1. This is it. Okay, so now I'll check here. So let me just create here another function. Okay, I'll just say I'm the another var. So I'll just say here let, I'll just say here unique unique array. Okay, and initialize it with the blank or the empty array. This is it. And now I'll just check here use if. Okay, does not equal to this array contains any unique value or not. Okay, dot include is the JavaScript okay inbuilt method to check okay if array if any array like include or store the unique or the same value or not. Okay, so now I'll just copy this array element, and just now if this is the case, then we will just use here this unique array, and I'll just use here push, and now I'll push this unique element every time. I'll push this unique element every time, just paste it here, and now I'll return this unique array as well. So let me just paste it here, and now I'll just say here console dot log, and close this, and copy this function from a here, and just paste it here. As of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser, and now refresh this page. So here is the unique array. So here is okay 2 4 5 6 3 90 0 minus 1 minus 2. So here is the guys unique array. It doesn't contain any duplicate entries or any duplicate element. Okay, so guys, this array does not contain any duplicate element. Guys, you can see here this array does not contain any duplicate element. Okay guys, you can see here this array does not contain any duplicate element. Okay, so this is the unique array. Okay, you can see here this okay this like the this array contains the duplicate element. You can see here, here is 2, okay, here is 2, here is 4, okay, here is 5, here is 6, here is 3 times 3, okay, here is 90, here is 90 also, here is 6 also, here is 6 also. So this is the this array contains the duplicate element. Okay, this array contains the duplicate entries, but this is the unique array. This array does not contain any duplicate entries or element. Okay, so this is doing great. Okay, so this is what I did here. Okay, you can see here, you can just understand this code. Okay, this is very simple. So I have just created here one unique array, and I just initialize it with the blank or the empty array, and I have used here the for loop, okay, to check using this includes JavaScript inbuilt method, okay, and we will check here if this array contains any duplicate or any like the mm, contains any duplicate value. If this is the case, we will just omit this. Otherwise, if this array does not contain any duplicate, we will just push every unique element inside this. So now we will just return everything unique array, and we can see here the unique array is now shown here. Okay, so there is a default, okay, this shortcut method as well. I'll use the shortcut method now. So I'll just say here const, I'll just say here as, and I'll just use the shortcut method now. I'll just say here this the speed operator, this speed operator, and I'll use here the new set. Okay, I'll use here the new set, and this is the array. Let's just close this and console. Okay, console dot log. Okay, so this is not the array, this will not be the array. Okay, so this is the, let's just paste it here, save the file, and we can see here the same thing. Let me just refresh this page. You can see here the same thing, we can see here the same thing, we can see here the same thing, we can see here using this, okay, set, okay, method as well. This is the JavaScript function, inbuilt function, and it is going to contain all the unique value. It is not going to contain the duplicate value. This is going to contain always the unique value. Okay, and we can also run here on the map method on this. So now I'll just say here ele, okay, and I'll use the factor function like this. So I'll just element, okay, and I'll just multiply it by, okay, multiply it by 2. Okay, so now just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So you can see here I have multiplied it by 2. You can see here I have multiplied it by 2. Okay, and let me just again copy this and let me just paste it here. So instead of as, I'll just say here sum. Okay, say here summation. Okay, say here summation. Okay, so now I'll just remove this multiply by 2, and I'll use here the reduce method. So reduce, okay, reduce, and I can just say here this is the sum, or say here current, and then sum, and I'll use the factor function, and I'll just say here current plus sum, current plus sum. I'll give the initial value 0 as of now. Copy this summation from here and just paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser. Refresh this page. So here is the sum of the array. Okay, so here is the sum of the array. Okay, here is the sum of the array. Okay, you can see here is the sum of the array. Okay, so okay, okay, so here is the sum of the array. So okay, so now this is doing great, this is doing great. Now let's just come here, copy this, okay, comment from here, copy this comment from here, and let me just paste it here. So here count, okay, count how many odd elements in the given array. Okay, so guys, this comment says, okay, count how many odd elements in the given array. Okay, so guys, read this comment very carefully, count how many odd elements in the array. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to count the odd element in the array. So let's just create here function. So let's just create here function. So function and uh, 9 fun9, and I'll give the same array, that global array I'll give here. First I'll check if there is something in the array or not. So array dot length equal to 0. So we will return here the blank or the empty array, and again I'll create here another let, okay, I'll just say here let, I can just say here the even, okay, even number, okay, even number, and as of now just initialize it with the 0. This is it, and I will just use here again for loop only. I'll use here always for loop, and instead of where, let's just say here let. Okay, let's just say here let, and initialize the counter from 0. Okay, and to go to the less than array dot length, less than array dot length, and initialize the iteration count every time, increase the iteration count every time by 1. Okay, so let me just check here. So guys, this is saying here count how many odd elements are there in the array. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do that now. Okay, so let me just so say here, if I'm going to check with the array element only, I'm going to check with the array element only. So let me just okay, so I can say here this arr uh, I arr and divided by 2 if equal to 0, if equal to 0. So we will just copy this and we will just increase it, and now we will just return this even number. So return this, close this, and now console, so console dot log, and now copy this function and just paste it here, save the file, and have a look in the browser. So we got here 9. Okay, so we got here 9. Let me just check if this is true or not. So this is first, second, okay, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and 9. Boom, guys. Let me just give here one more even number. Let me just give here one more even number. So say here one more even number as 100. Okay, so now we will see here 10. So see, boom, guys, this is doing great. Okay, so let me just say here the okay, this is doing great. So let me just say here even element in the array. Okay, even number, if okay, so even, okay, even elements, even element count in the array. Okay, even elements counts. Okay, even element counts. Okay, so this is here, we can see here 10. Okay, so this is doing great. And now I'll just go to the again, copy this and just paste it here. So guys, read the comment. Okay, count how many okay, so here let's just make it even. Okay, let's just make it even, and let's just make it here odd. What is the issue? So make it here odd. Okay, so guys, read this comment. Okay, count how many odd elements in the array. Okay, count how many odd elements in the array. So again, we will create here the function, and I can just say here fun 9, and I'll use the same array. Okay, array, and again I'll check here if array dot length is equal to 0. If this is the case, we will just return this empty or the blank array, and again I'll use the for loop. Okay, but before using the for loop, I'll just create here the another let. Okay, and I can just say here the mm, odd number. Okay, odd number, initialize it with the 0 only. This is it, and instead of that, say here let. Okay, and let me just start the counter from 0, and so let me just go to the array dot length. So array dot length, and just increase the initializer every time by 1, and again we will check here. Okay, again we will check here if array, if array element, if array element, okay, divided by 2 does not equal to 0, if the remainder of this expression, if the remainder of this expression is not equal to 0, does not equal to 0, not equal to 0, then the array element is odd, then the array element is odd. Okay, so now what I'll do here, so now I'll just copy this and increase it. Okay, this is going to show you that how many odd element are there in your array. So let's just say here return, and now copy console.log, and now just copy this, and let me just paste it here. As of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser, refresh this page. So here we got here 5, we got here 5. Let me just count it manually, let me just count it manually, let me just, so it's here, so first and so this is first and 3 4 4, and this minus 1 is 5, this minus 1 is 5. So that this is the reason we can see here the 5. Okay, so this is doing great, this is doing fantastic. Okay, so let me just copy this, and let me just show you the comment as well. So odd, okay, odd element counts, okay, odd elements count. So let me just save the file, refresh this page one more time. So here we can see here even element count is 5, odd element count is also 5. So let me just check here. I'm very sorry. Nope, is 9 and it's 10. Okay, make it okay. You can see here this is the also 9 function, and this is the also 9 function, but I have to make it 10. So make it 10, and now make it 10, save the file, and now have a look in the browser. So now everything is okay. So even element count is 10 and odd element count is 5. Okay, so we can see here this is the array. Okay, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, so even equal to 10 and odd equal to 5, you can count this. Okay, so guys, just come now to the this page. So this is the final comment. Copy this comment from here and paste it here. So guys, it is saying here find the average of the element of the array. Guys, it is saying here find the average of the element of the array. Okay, so just create here one function array, make it okay 11, and I'll get the same array like this. Okay, and again I'll check here if okay if this array dot length is equal to 0, we will return here blank or the empty array. This is it. And now I'll just create here another like a variable. So let me just create here another var. I can just create here the, I'll just say here average, I'll give you 0. Okay, and now I'll just use here again the for loop. So I'll use here the for loop again. Guys, I'm very sorry for the sound. Okay, guys, I'm very sorry for the sound. Okay, you can just forgive me for the sound. Okay, so I'm going to create here the last okay function, the average. Okay, so I'm again use here the for loop, and instead of var I'll use here the let. Okay, and go to the 0, start with the 0, and array dot length. Okay, so guys, we all know what is the formula of average. Okay, guys, what is the formula of the average? Guys, this is the formula of the average. Okay, sum of numbers. Okay, sum of numbers divided by uh, the the total count. Okay, the total count. Okay, so guys, this is the formula of average. Okay, so average, guys, this is the formula of average. Okay, okay, this is it. Okay, so guys, this is the formula of average. Okay, so now let me just create here the, I can just say here the average, copy this average and equal to I'll just use this average, and I can just say here plus, okay, this array element, okay, this array element, okay, and now I'll just return. So I can just say here return, I can just say here return average, return here average. So I can say here return here average, and or I can just do here optimization, I can do here. So say here average, and I can just say here this array dot length, let me just do like this. Okay, so now I will, okay, so in this way we have counted the average. Okay, so this is the total element. Okay, this is the total element, and this is the array dot length, this total count. Okay, this total count. And now let me just see here console dot log, and let me just copy this, and just paste it. And now let me just go to the browser, let me just see the output now. So here is the average. Okay, so here is the average. So let me just create here a simple array for you only, so that we can verify this. So let me just say here const, okay, const arr2, okay, arr2, and I'll just say here so say here one, okay, one, one, and one, and one, and one. Okay, let me just open the like calculator. So it's 5. Okay, so it's 5 divided by the total count also, which is again 5. So we will get here 1. Okay, we will get here 1. So instead of the old array, I'll use this array. So paste this array, paste this array, and paste this array, paste this array, paste this array, and paste this array as well. So as of now, just save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page. So we can see here one. Boom, guys, we can see here one, we can see here guys one. So here is the average. Okay, so here is the average. So average of the elements of the given array. Okay, so you can see here average of the elements of the given array is 1. Okay, let me just give you the save the file, have a look in the browser. Okay, so average of the element of the given array is 1. Okay, so this is the simple array, and I showed you the average as well. Okay, so this is the array length we are checking here, this is the average, and now we are just, okay, taking all the array. Okay, we are just taking all the array. So instead of doing like this, okay, instead of doing like this, I can also just, okay, do like this. Okay, I can just also do like, okay, I can just also do like this, save the file and have a look in the browser. Now refresh this page, so we can see here again the, okay, so I might be doing here, okay, so let's just give it here plus, and now refresh this page. So here it's now 1. Okay, it's now 1. Okay, so this is doing great, guys. Okay, so I hope, guys, you have learned something cool, something great, something dynamic, okay, something awesome from this video, from this tutorial. Okay, and guys, if you still have any doubt, any query regarding this video, regarding this session, regarding this tutorial, then guys, you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll try to read this, I'll try to give you the best possible answer, best possible solution to your queries, to your problem as well. Okay, so I hope, guys, you will subscribe now my this channel Code with ER, and you will press the bell icon also, and you will share this video with your friends, with your colleagues, with your groups as well. Okay, so this is all about, guys, for this video, for this tutorial. See you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye, guys. This is Prabhat Pandit signing off now.